Hello, I'm Robin. Welcome to Bookspin. On the Gem Planet was first published in October 1963 in Galaxy magazine. And this is the first of a series of 4 stories starring the same protagonist, Kasha O'Neill, who is a traveller among the planets, seeking the cosmic power that will help him achieve justice against a dictator that has usurped his homeworld. Now, these stories were packaged as a fix-up novel in 1966 in Quest of the Three Worlds. This includes the stories on the Gem Planet, on the Storm Planet, on the Sand Planet, and 3 to a given star. But these are normally thought of as 4 linked stories rather than a proper novel in the sense that Australia is, which is why they got included in the Cordwainer Smith collection, The Rediscovery of Man. So, in this story, the first of Kasha O'Neill's adventures, Kasha finds himself on the world of Pontoppidan, seeking help in his quest to liberate his homeworld from the oppressor known as Colonel Wedder, who had seized power from Kasha's uncle Kuraf in this tale's backstory. And having previously implored help from the Instrumentality, who are the intergalactic ruling elite in this world, to no avail, Kasha has been travelling the stars, seeking help in the form of men or weapons on his mission. And so Pontoppidan is his port of call in this story, the Gem Planet of the title, and it's a very wealthy and lavish world. Despite their great wealth, however, the Pontoppidans have little to offer in terms of weapons, military or warfare. They just don't have any interest in these things. So it doesn't seem particularly hopeful to start off with in this story. But then Kasha gets talking to the hereditary dictator of Pontoppidan, who's basically the leader of this world, I guess, who tells him of a particularly valuable gem that he might be able to offer him, a green ruby. Now, you might be wondering what that is and what that could do. Apparently, it's a type of stone with an ultra-heavy chemistry that can be found on this world that could be used to make a super powerful laser weapon that could be mounted onto Kasha's ship. But in order to be given the green ruby, Kasha has to pass 2 tests. First, he must let the hereditary dictator read his mind to prove he is genuine. And second, he must solve the puzzle of the horse. What horse is that? Well, this is an earth horse, one of a kind, the only horse on Pontoppidan that has never had these animals before. So there's this horse on this world. It's basically an immortal being. It's very mysterious. No one knows why it's there or what to do with it. And people seem to be equally mystified that this horse can't even talk. So it's quite a bizarre premise, but Kasha is tasked with investigating the horse and finding out the truth. So that is the basic setup to the story. I won't go any further than that. I did enjoy this one. It's an entertaining story. It is a bizarre premise, but the mystery is quite intriguing. And I also liked the rich descriptions of the planet and its geology, with its mountains of diamonds and valleys of tourmalines. Some of the language was quite poetic in this story, adding to the kind of fable-like feel that you often come across in Smith's stories. And this one in particular does read like a folktale. It's a bizarre story, but that is, of course, a given if you have any experience with this author. I don't think On the Gem Planet is necessarily one of Cordwainer Smith's best or most memorable stories, but it is quite captivating opening to Cassia O'Neill's adventures.